The abdominal muscles are not the core. The abdominal muscles are made up of 4 structures, and they do actually share one of those structures with our deep core. But the abdominal muscles are the rectus abdominis, which come from just underneath the rib cage to the pubic bone, and that's what we think of when we think of our six-pack abs. We have 2 muscles called obliques, which run in this oblique fashion. And then we also have a muscle called transversus abdominis, which comes from side to side across the abdomen and basically acts as our body's internal corset. The abdominal muscles are prime movers, which means they're responsible for actions that get us from point A to point B, like getting up out of bed, rolling over, lifting up a child. The muscles that we think of as the core or the deep core are actually different. So we have 4 anticipatory muscles that support our deep core. Our core, or our deep core, is a separate set of 4 structures, which are the anchor that the rest of the body moves off of. So the pelvic floor is at the base, which we find inside the pelvis. On top, we have the respiratory diaphragm that sits below our rib cage. Now, transversus abdominis is the 3rd muscle, and this is the one that's also related to our abdominal muscles. Transversus abdominis comes across the hip bone to hip bone and basically supports the internal organs from the front. And then in the back, we have a muscle that's called multifidis, which comes from the sacrum to each of the individual vertebrae. Reflexively, our deep core works with our breath, and the pelvic floor and transversus abdominis should co-contract to work together. We also have influences from 2 other diaphragms. We have a pelvic diaphragm as well as a thoracic diaphragm, which influence the movement of pressures from above and below.